All right, this is my Alvin Kamara rant. The Saints are going to be without Mark Ingram for the first 4 games of the season, and I keep hearing people say, give it to Kamara more. Here's why that's not possible.
And the one thing that is fun to watch Anthony Mackie, every band that comes by, he's coaching them up. Talk about what you're telling the bands as they come by.
Let me tell you something. I've been to 85% of the cities that people say are the best cities in the world. And there's no city in the world that does this.
This game between Carr and Warren Easton gets a full 7-man officiating crew. But maybe the most negative effect of the referee shortage is that some games across Louisiana are now being officiated with 6 and even 5-man crews.
So, if 3 things happen, I think LSU will finish the season ranked higher than Georgia in the college football playoff poll and therefore go to the Sugar Bowl. Number 1, LSU has to beat Rice. The Tigers just happen to be 43-point favorites. 2, LSU has to beat Texas A&M. That one's a little dicier. The Tigers are on the road, but LSU has beaten A&M the last 7 times they've played. And Sean Payton said it. I thought the biggest window into his soul after taking Davenport was he said, these are guys that just aren't out there in free agency. You have to get them in the draft. And he said that like a guy who's had the unfortunate experience of trying to find him in free agency and not being able to.
No, they're
right?
not there, because if I have one, I'm signing him up.
How much do you think about the legacy that you've left on Bacchus? When you talk about people like Bob Hope and Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, Jackie Gleason.
I mean, legends, and you're in that number.
Let's not forget John Carl Van Dam.
And Jim Neighbors, Gomer
Jim
Bryant.
Neighbors, come on. Let's not forget. Let's not forget.
To be part of that, to be part of New Orleans history like that, how special is that for you?
It's great. I mean, look, I love New Orleans through and through. And being a part of Bacchus, when they asked me to be the king, it was humbling. To this day, it's humbling. Every time I step on the float, it's humbling.
But you know who's the most efficient quarterback in the history of college football? It's Baker Mayfield. In fact, these are the best 4 seasons for quarterback efficiency in the history of college football. It's Baker Mayfield in 17, Baker Mayfield in 16, and then Russell Wilson of Wisconsin and Baylor's RG3 both in 2011. Now, I have a Heisman Trophy vote. I voted for Baker Mayfield last year because he nearly topped 200. Now, as for Tua, he hasn't played LSU or Georgia or college football playoff caliber opponents yet. But do you know where Tua Tagovailoa's 2018 season ranks right now on this list? He is destroying it. He's not only having the best season in the history of college football, he's way ahead of everybody else. Here's LSU safety Grant Delpit on Tua. Yeah, look, these are games that both teams need. The Saints win all 3, and they're the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
They might not have to win all 3, but the only way to make sure you do it is to win all 3. Carolina, believe it or not, even with 5 straight losses, even at 6 and 7, they're in the playoff hunt.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy, because that last spot, this 6th spot in the NFC, nobody seems to want it. Perfect is 158.3. I would call anything over 150 in a game a near perfect game. Before this season, Drew Brees had 5 near-perfect games in his career.
Well, it's one of the great New Orleanians. Thanks for stopping by. Congratulations. We'll see you every other year riding, too.
Best city in the world,
Best city in the world. I agree with you 100%. Anthony Mackie, great job. Let's send it back to Eric and Sheep.
right.
We echo those sentiments.